RSUs can feel like a bonus payday until tax season hits. You thought you were getting this much, but you actually end up with this much. Let's avoid surprises. I'll show you how to quickly calculate your RSU taxes using Advisor Finder's calculator. Restricted stock units, or RSUs, are company shares that you earn over time, usually by staying with the company for a set period or reaching a certain milestone. This process is called vesting. RSUs are unlike stock options in the sense that they're not bought. They're simply given to you. Now this sounds too good to be true. So the catch is that once RSUs vest, they're taxed as ordinary income. Now, if you're not careful, your RSUs could actually push you into a higher tax bracket. Therefore, it's important that you pay attention to the implications of your RSU taxes. Nowadays, most companies actually withhold your taxes once your RSUs vest, so that you're not hit with a surprise bill later. But here's the important part. You still need to report those taxes and check to make sure that they're enough for the actual tax bracket that you're in. There are two main ways that companies withhold taxes on RSUs. The first one is called the net shares method. This is where companies keep some of your shares in order to cover your taxes, and then you get the remaining. The sell to cover method is when companies sell your shares to cover your taxes, and then you keep the remaining as well as some additional cash. Now, your RSUs are technically counted as supplemental wages, and the IRS applies a 22% flat rate to them. But if you make over $1 million annually, that rate jumps to 37%. Now let's walk through a hypothetical example using Advisor Finder's RSU tax calculator. Pretend you're a single, mid-level executive at Amazon living in California. That would put your base salary around $200,000. But lucky you have 500 RSUs vesting this year at $200 each. This will put your total RSU income at $100,000 and then bump your real income to $300,000, pushing you into the 32% tax bracket. Once we've plugged in all of our values, the RSU tax calculator will estimate how much you owe in taxes once you've sold all of your RSUs. The calculator also shows a breakdown of how much money is going into each type of tax, as well as your after-tax proceeds. Now, before you try out our calculator, here are a few quick tips to guide you. Firstly, our calculator is meant to be used for one vesting event at a time. Second, if your company is private, you might want to look at their 409A valuation in order to get the best estimate of your RSU unit value. Lastly, RSUs don't necessarily trigger AMT, but you want to check just to make sure. So, the bottom line is, our calculator is here to help you manage your cash flow, plan whether to sell or hold your RSU, or avoid tax surprises. Remember that the right decisions come with access to the right information, and the RSU tax calculator from Advisor Finder is here to provide just that.